Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be your September reading 2020, your shadow work. I was guided by Spirit to start doing these readings, your shadow work. They said that it's going to be a good way to help all of us in our ascension process and to ultimately become the best versions of ourselves. So I hope that it's going to go well for us today. I am a channel, and as such I channel different collective beings, groups, energies through the decks, as well as through the stones and crystals that I have as well. So we have lots of visitors. If you notice during the reading that things seem to be flying about, it's just the result of a lot of energy here. It's perfectly normal. And any other additional information is going to be down below. So thank you so much, and let's get started. If you see that I pause throughout the video, it's just me tuning into the energy, and I thank you for your patience. Okay, Leo. Okay, I'm seeing the Magician. Okay, so they're talking about expansion, and they're talking about enhancing and expanding your manifesting abilities, which is very much connected with accessing personal power. They're also saying not playing the victim, not seeing yourself as a victim. They're also showing me this idea of being in an observer role. So they're saying that you may be in circumstances in your life where you are surrounded by things that can be low vibrational, but they're saying that though that may be the case for now, until things start to manifest in the physical world, by taking on the observer role, you in a way separate yourself from the dynamics of what's going on, seeing that that people are deciding to play certain roles, and that ultimately we have the power to decide who we want to be and who we are, and our own identity, our core and our truth. So they're sort of giving that as an advice that they're saying that your ability to manifest is not inhibited in any way by what may or may not be going on around you. So they're really showing the Magician card very strongly there. Okay, so let's see. That's the initial message. So let's see what comes through. That's the first deck. Okay, so they're showing me someone wants to come forward first. Okay. Shadow work for Leo. Shadow work for Leo. September 2020. Yeah, there's tapping into your power. Oh, that's loud. Shadow work for Leo. Okay, they're saying look at the bottom, yeah. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. They just told me to have a look. So they're talking about letting your passion for the things that you want ignite you, and to understand that you can take steps towards those things, even if those steps are not necessarily physical yet, but you can take different kinds of steps. So what do you mean by that, different kinds of steps? So they're saying immersing yourself in the things that interest you, learning, researching, just getting clued up about the changes that you know, because you're confident in yourself, you believe in your ability to manifest, getting ready for the changes you know are about to occur, and preparing for it in a way that you would be researching and doing your homework on it. Okay. Okay, first card we've got is the Eight of Cups. And next we've got is the Four of Swords. Okay, let me tune in. Do the Eight of Cups first. Okay, so immediately they're saying there's a need to, they're saying rewrite. Oh, okay, so some advice they're giving you now is to rewrite your story. They're saying that it would be beneficial for you to revisit some things, maybe some ideas that you had about what you have wanted, to revisit what got you to where you, what got you from where you were, what got you to where you are from where you were. So what they're saying is that so this is advice that they're giving now. They're saying that by going back and looking at the actions that you had taken, or the things that you chose to focus on, how have they led to where you currently are? And this is not just about, because you may not like where you are right now, but they said this exercise would be important for you in terms of being able to understand that you do indeed have a lot of power in what you manifest. So it's sort of like being able to understand and see how you got from A to B, and having that understanding, it empowers you, because it informs you, and you can take that understanding and that knowledge and then move forward and realize that what you put in is what you get out. They're also saying that while there is the universe, divine source, the universe at play in terms of manifesting things to you, that does not excuse it doesn't mean that you don't have to do the work. And now that work does not have to be external, it can be an internal type of work as well. It doesn't mean that you don't have to change. So they're saying that you have to walk away from this idea that you don't have to do anything. You have to be willing to have this attitude, whatever it takes, I'm going to do this, whatever spirit guides me to do. Again, that can be an internal change, or it can be some physical action that you may need to take. But the gist of the shadow work that's sort of coming up in this reading is about basically getting out of this victim mindset, as well as this, they're also saying something about sort of being a baby about things, sort of accessing your personal power, recognizing that you're an adult now, and you are completely in control of what you manifest. And when you learn to harness your own power and work with the universe, then really things start to become truly magical. They're also saying with the Four of Swords that there's a need to pause and reflect. They're saying that making time to devotional time on a daily basis to connect with spirit in whatever way that feels best for you is going to be helpful, to align your energy with that frequency. But they're also, as I said, that they're also saying that for some of you, these I want to say external distractions that are going on are quite, you're sort of letting yourself get caught up in them and finding it very difficult to sort of not to sort of turn away from them and pretend that they're not there. And they're saying that okay, so they're again talking about personal power. Personal power is not about running away from the things that challenge you, it's about going toward them. So if you have things external in your life that are very challenging for you, that you think are limiting your ability to manifest what you really want, it's important for you to, they're saying affirmations will help to tell yourself things, or to just, maybe journal, for example, things that are going to empower you in a way that you would be able to deal with those challenges. So rather than just pretending that they don't exist, it's sort of like you tell yourself things like, I can deal with this, I'm strong, this is nothing compared to what I can do. just things like that. But making that time on a regular basis, devotional, they're saying devotional time every day is going to help you align yourself. So clearly there's a feeling of, I'm hearing sort of discontentment. You feel discontent, you feel dissatisfied, you feel frustrated. There's also frustration I'm picking up. Disappointment. There's a feeling of disappointment with the universe, sort of like, don't you love me? Don't you care? Don't you this? Don't you that? I thought that this stuff worked. I thought that, that's quite, I'm doing all of these things and nothing's happening. But they're telling you it's your personal power that, they're wanting to say, Spirit is wanting to ask you, why do you look to Spirit to quote unquote fix all your problems? Don't you think that you have the capability to deal with it yourself? We would rather fill you up with personal power that you can face those challenges, because if you intend to remain a human, until, for many, many more years, then you need to learn to deal with these things. You need to learn to train your own energy and train your own mind, things like that. Okay. Yes. This one wants to come next. Messages for Leo, please. Shadow work for Leo, September 2020. Shadow work for Leo. Shadow work. Shadow work. Have anything else? Shadow work. Shadow work. Yeah. Okay. Alright, they're saying look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Ooh, okay, at the bottom of the deck we have sever vows of poverty. Okay, and it says, so this sort of ties into what I was just saying about, having personal power. Not having personal power is sort of an energy that connects to me of poverty as well, because it's sort of this kind of apathetic acceptance of what is, and not believing that you have the ability to change it or do something about it to be proactive. Dear one, and it says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Okay, so what's standing out to me is this word is self-denial. So they're saying that you're kind of holding yourself back. It's sort of like, okay, so they're saying that, so they're bringing me back to the Eight of Cups actually. They're saying that in other times of your life, because you have experienced the feeling of prosperity, abundance, accessing personal power, ability to manifest all the things that you want. You've been in that flow, you've been in that state. And similarly, as what I said before about going back and looking at what were the things that you were thinking and doing and being that got you to where you are now that you may not be happy with? What were the things that you were doing back then when you were in a really good place that got you to an even better place? So they're saying sort of like, connecting all of the dots to see that you have the capability to influence very heavily, actually, not only the direction of energy, but the amount of energy and the momentum of energy that goes toward different kinds of manifestations. So the first card out is clean energy food. And it says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. So what they're saying to me there is how do you feed your mind? What do you expose yourself to? And they're saying don't be afraid to get a little bit crazy with this. be very strict about what you allow to enter into your mind, especially during these devotional times. And if there are situations in your life where you're around things and you can't get away from it, for now, then taking on the observer mode is going to be helpful for you. Okay, so when you increase your energy levels and ability to focus, this automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Yeah, so it's kind of like, so they're also saying to me about, again, this accessing personal power, not playing the victim, and realizing there are so many things that you can do to change your situation, whatever that may be, whatever dissatisfaction you're experiencing. There are so many things that you have control of, that you are able to influence and do to get the energy moving where you want it to move. Things such as food, things such as sleep, things such as what do you watch on TV, what do you read, what affirmations do you tell yourself, what do you listen to. All of these things, it's sort of like everything that you expose your senses to is going to influence your energy, and you can really harness a lot of power and a lot of positive momentum when you realize that. And when you do, there's a windfall of abundance. So it's there, it's clearly there for you. It says, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Okay, so what stands out to me there is this first part of one sentence that says, be open to receiving. Be open to receiving. But then now they're also connecting it with giving. So what they're highlighting for me is sort of charity, good charity and compassion. If you're in situations right now that you can't immediately get out of, then not only taking the observer mode, but as we just said, but also to have compassion when you step back and you observe the roles that people are choosing to play. Like, they're playing victims to each other, and they're using these situations that I observe. People are using each other as ways to just justify their own to justify and express their own personal issues, rather than taking responsibility, accessing their own personal power and being proactive about changing that. When you sort of see all of these things, you can have compassion for it, that they don't know, but you hope that they do. They're also saying that if you are around people in your life that you feel are not of the highest energy level at the moment, they're saying that saying prayers for them, and really just offering them love all the time. Every time they may hurt you or say mean things to you, or just have an energy field around them that is super negative, you just love. That actually expands your own energy. But of course, loving yourself at the same time, that where your boundaries are, of course. Okay. I want to pull an advice card here. Let's do one more. Okay. Advice for Leo, please. Their shadow work, September 2020. Leo. Their shadow work, September 2020. Leo. Their shadow work, September 2020. Just tuning in, one moment please. Okay, they're saying split the deck. saying to take a look what's at the bottom of each split here. Okay. Sometimes they ask me to pull cards in a sort of strange way. Okay, so first thing that they're showing me is mirror. What or who or what is triggering you? So the advice that they're giving you is to use the situations that you're observing in your life, that you are exposed to in your life, as a way of self-reflection. That is also another tool that you can use to help you get out of this I can't do anything about it, or I'm not doing enough, realizing that there are many things you can do to to get the energy moving in the direction you want it to with regards to your manifestations. Unbound, it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So through doing this shadow work, through rather than turning away from the issues that you are observing that you are a part of, going into them and observing them and understanding them is going to help you release a lot of old, because we also had the card about sever vows of poverty. This was also to do with past lives as well, actually. So sort of these really deep ingrained parts of you that may have been or are disallowing for whatever reason, and it's important to release those, and perhaps you may want to look into those a bit further as well. Actually, they're also telling me to say now that if some of you would require assistance with that I would be able to help, in which case you can contact me. Next one, answer the call. And it says, what is your soul calling you to do? So what I get from this card, they're saying, is dream big. Dream big. Don't settle for less. Allow yourself to dream in terms of your manifestations as big as it gets. And when you are able to access and harness your personal power, then these big dreams that you have, they still feel big, but they feel very reachable, achievable, doable, realistic actually as well. So it's almost like I'm sensing that for the Leos that I'm channeling, that there's something big that you want. There's like something specific, one specific big thing that you want, or maybe you just want a big life in general. You want big things, the best of the best. And there's nothing wrong with that. So claim it and let go of the victimhood, the victim mentality, where in yourself and what you see in others, have compassion for yourself, compassion for others, and really step into that magician energy. I would advise you to do your research about the magician. It's a really beautiful energy. And if you're working with affirmations and law of attraction and things like that, the magician is definitely an energy that you will want to work with as well. Okay, Leo, so that's it for today. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.